Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, once said,
if you have something that you don't want anyone to know, maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
Then he got very angry when CNET, which is owned by CBS, published a picture of his house. Well, when you ask Google about do not track, they claim we have to understand how to define that before we can implement any technology. Do not track is pretty simple. It means we don't want to be tracked. The only reason Google doesn't understand it is because Google doesn't want to implement it.
Unless someone comes and makes it no longer practical for them to engage in that kind of activity, pressure is put upon CEOs of the companies. They're going to engage in it.
Dawn. We're going by the Facebook campus right now. Really have no idea what to expect. I've not had breakfast. Zuckerberg. He'll know that I checked in here too, so that's good. He knows that I'm right next to his house. Let's see, we have here's the exact quote from Mark. So, having two identities for yourself is an example of a lack of integrity. Lack of integrity. They just did a knock-up on his door, so it seems very likely that we might get a Mark Zuckerberg sighting today. I mean, you might not be wrong, Ben. You might actually have a tunnel. There's some definite motion in the yard. The dog? Here we go. Let's walk down. Mr. Zuckerberg? Hey, I'm working on a documentary. Got a little blog here, but wondering if I could just ask you a couple questions.
Sorry.
Really? Can I ask, do you still think privacy is dead? What are your real thoughts on privacy?
Are you guys recording?
We are.
Can you please not?
I can stop, yeah. All right. Mark Zuckerberg had asked me to please not record him, so we shut off the main camera. But since Mark doesn't seem to mind storing our data after we think it's been deleted, this only seemed fair.
Can you please not?
I can stop, yeah. All right. Can I come by your front desk, though, and ask about setting up an interview?
Yeah, I mean, we have a department where you can talk to people about that.
Yeah, I know. I've tried going through it a few times, and I never hear back.
There's a major difference here. Mark loosens up after he thinks we've stopped recording. And you see that? That right there. That's a smile. Mark Zuckerberg smiled at me. And you know why? Because he thought I had stopped recording, and he was relieved. Imagine what a relief it would be if all of these companies and the government stopped recording everything we do, if we could just make a simple request to them, something that Mark Zuckerberg knows how to ask for. Can you please not